Hello everyone and welcome to Warrior Friday. I've been trying to get to this video all day. It's finally almost evening and I'm finally getting to it. It's been super busy in here today. So I'm finally getting to it, and my guides didn't want me to use the deck I've been using. They wanted me to use runes. So we're using runes from this set. And the rune that was chosen for us is this one, which you get to see backwards. This is Raido, and the ancient meaning is the chariot of the sun. So this is akin to the chariot card in the tarot deck. The chariot card it talks about things moving quickly. Okay, so I'm going to read from the book about the rune. This is a little bit different, so bear with me. The key words in a positive sense for this rune are travel, evolution, a shift, a change, some type of important meeting or realization, or an effective action. Now think about that chariot. It basically talks about this travel, moving forward. There's negative aspects to it, just like everything else, and it could be something unforeseen. If you think about a chariot, you don't want to hit a rock or an animal or anything like that because it's going to throw you off. It can also be reviewing and rethinking something. Now what's interesting is right now we have Mars in retrograde and we have Mercury in retrograde. I know nobody wants to hear that, but this is all about going inside of ourselves and reviewing our lives to see where we can make some positive changes. The message for this rune is, this rune indicates vitality and enthusiasm, fundamental qualities in undertaking any type of project. The sun shines in the sky, not today and not here. And success will not be long in arriving. In this moment, we can discover the qualities of leadership within ourselves. Remember, we're the ones with the reins for those horses that are pulling the chariot. We have the capacity to work with others as well as to act autonomously. We are full of energy, and the people we meet are struck by and fascinated by our charisma. And that's if you let it out. Too many times we kind of pull back on that. No, I shouldn't put myself out there. I can't be myself. Who cares what other people think? Be yourself. Be your crazy, bedazzled, sparkly, whatever kind of being you are. Okay, do that, and don't make any apologies. Now, having said that, don't hurt anybody, but be yourself. Rido also warns us about those of imprudence and inflexibility. The negative message of this rune lies in the tendency to overextend ourselves. There's a lot of people out there that do that. We overextend ourselves. We can't say no. We don't set boundaries. We need to do that. We need to set those boundaries. Everything has its time. This rune urges action, but also advises us to avoid impulsiveness. So if you have impulsive tendencies, no, this is not the time. And again, Mercury's in retrograde. This is not a time for impulsiveness. Mars is in retrograde. Not a time for impulsiveness. This rune also advises us to keep a proper distance between things and to not impulsively invade the territory of others. In other words, don't step on anybody else's toes. Stop trying to be so controlling of other people. We can only control ourselves. So if you're trying to control another person's actions, and I'm not talking about your children, I'm talking about other adults. Stop trying to control those other adults. You get to be the shining lighthouse. They can see the light that is emanating from you. And maybe they'll say, hey, I want some of what that person has. And if they don't, keep shining your light. Maybe that person over there will see it. So we're not going to step on anybody's toes. Let's see. This can be a time of restlessness. It says it must not be transformed into a tendency to dissipate one's talents and energies. So we want to be ourselves, but we don't want to be the watered down version of ourselves. So whatever's going on in your world, in your lives, in your community, in your area, and there's a lot going on. I keep saying that there's a lot going on out there. It's only going to get more and more intense, but it's how you act and react to it that is important. So take a deep breath before you react, and try to react without being super emotional. And that's where we need to head. We don't need to be super emotional in our reactions. Take a deep breath, be calm, and then act instead of react. So that is our Warrior Friday message today. Take a deep breath, be yourself, and just know that things are happening very quickly, and you don't want to lose yourself in it. Okay? Thank you for joining me today. I send you love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, and divine health. And you will see me again soon. Thank you for joining me.